my treacherous little twin, and you know that we lock in, and I love you like my kin. It's whatever for you. I go up and down that road, I go anywhere you go. When you tell me life is good, I want better for you. Fuck what they say, fuck what they.
Oh, I didn't see that one by the time. So you just see.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Hey y'all! Welcome to the Sester podcast. I'm Jalen.
And I'm Interia.
Need y'all get comfortable. Get comfortable.
Get comfortable.
Why they need to get comfortable, sis?
Because we got a lot to say.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, we are going to start with a little icebreaker to loosen ourselves up. Because, we ain't going to lie.
Why? Because I can't have him right here.
Okay. I don't even have a thing.
Oops.
You want to start over?
We gonna have to.
For real this time. Again, I'm Jalen.
And I'm Interia.
And welcome to the Sester podcast. Yay! Okay, so period. We're gonna start with icebreaker. Okay. This is my week to go. So my song title of the week is Pride is the Devil by J. Coulda and one of them babies. Lil Baby. I think it's Lil Baby. I think it's Lil Baby. But the reason I chose this song just to kind of describe the season that I'm in right now is because I am just, I wouldn't say struggling, because I don't want to put that on myself, but I'm just like,
Speed life.
Yeah, I'm just kind of in a slow season where like I need help. Like I need help financially, I need help mentally, I need help emotionally, physically, like just I need help. And I've never been the type of person that liked asking for help. Like I feel like asking for help, it makes you weak, or like you should be able to figure it out yourself. What you need help for? Like what you need help for? Like I just feel like nobody needs help, so why should I need help?
No, like I definitely think that's a tactic of the devil, and it's something that's in our community, in our culture of not wanting to ask for help, because you know how it is. What mama say, what goes on in our house, stay in our house. So yeah. It's like I don't want nobody to know that I'm struggling. When all reality, your struggle is not only just for you. Like I had to realize that my struggle sometimes it's just to help other people. Like, and showing my vulnerability has helped so many of my friends. And it was like, you know, I thought I was going through this by myself, and no, we all out here. We all out here trying to figure it out.
Yeah, also too, like when you see somebody on social media, like I know we know social media not a real place, but like when you see somebody on social media like living this life, like they always out, they always happy, they always dressed down, they always with their friends, like they just always living. And then you hear them say like, you know, I'm struggling too, y'all. Like I get sad too, you know, like I have bad days too. I feel like that's definitely like something that I'm learning is like everybody is human. Like everybody is struggling. Everybody needs help. Everybody, you know, just need a friend. And speaking of friends, y'all, me and this girl right here, our friendship is coming up on 10 years. And what month did we say? August?
No, July.
Well, you know, July, good month. Because I was born in, y'all. But we have been friends for 9 years and some change. And when I tell y'all, I can honestly say, like, this is the easiest friendship I have. Like, I know, don't make me cry. But, you know, a lot of people have different friends from, like, different times in their life. Yeah, like, you got your childhood friend, you got your high school friends, you got your college friends, you know, and then when y'all grow up and everybody's lives start changing, you start losing people. But welcome to death row. Welcome to death row. you want to tell the story how we met?
Yes.
Okay,
I think, well, I can't remember vividly. That was like 9 years ago, but we went to a college. Do you want to speak with me? I'm just playing. We were at orientation. We were gonna go to West Alabama, and that's in Livingston, Alabama. And if y'all know how small Livingston is. And we both happened to come with our dads, and my dad is not a talker. And so I'm just sitting at orientation like, I gotta meet somebody. I have to meet somebody, or I'm not gonna make it all weekend. And I seen this girl. She looked like she was about 4'11",
and still
she had the cutest bucket hat on, y'all. And my girl got a booty, so I'm like, you cute. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was just like, maybe it was like, your bucket hat is cute. And we've been locked in ever since.
I think we saw each other walking, like we were heading to somewhere.
Yeah, like some type of event.
Yeah, like I think you asked me, like, do y'all know where y'all going, or do y'all know how to get to wherever? And I'm like, no, but we can walk together. And we literally been friends ever since.
And we have lived so far apart.
This is the first year that we've actually been in the same city since we both left West Alabama in 2014. That's crazy. That's crazy. And we used to talk about this. Like, we used to talk about the day where we would be in the same city and be able to, like, just hang out, spend time with each other, and to actually be living in it is just kind of like,
surreal.
Yeah, like it's really here. Like, we really grown. We really doing it. We really can, just hang out whenever we want to. We ain't got to, like, plan no whole trip. Like, when you free? When am I? Girl, no. Is you off today? Because I'm coming.
Literally, we stay like 9 hours apart for most of our friendship. And the beginning of our friendship, we stayed right beside each other.
Yes. Listen,
so all I had to do was,
if them walls in that dorm room could talk, they probably would only say that all we did was cry.
The whole time.
That's all we did. But you know what? It's strength in being sensitive.
It is.
I feel like people really try to make you feel bad for being sensitive. Like, they say, like, you a punk, you soft. But no, like, I am not afraid to express how I feel. And, like, every feeling and emotion that I experience is going to lead me to cry.
Period.
If I'm mad, I'm going to cry. If I'm sad, I'm going to cry. If I'm happy, I'm going to cry. Like, I'm going to cry every single emotion. And I feel like that's something that we just, what's the word? Like, we just kind of
relate.
Yeah, we related to each other because, like, oh,
I don't feel bad for crying.
Yeah, you cry too.
You crying again?
Yes. It was a long day. It's a long day. It was a long day. It's in a long semester.
Period.
Like that, good.
Period.
But we've been delivered though. We've been delivered.
Yes, and God is good, and we have grown just so much.
Yeah, we have.
From 2014, and I mean, we might cry, but
if me and my sis don't do nothing else, we gonna cry and take a nap every time.
Period.
And when I wake up for that nap, I'm ready.
And get a little chicken wing. Little chicken wing. We gotta get a little chicken.
And a little.
Listen, you cannot tackle the world without a little cry, a lot of God, and a little chicken.
Yes. I think that's another thing too that we related on was our relationship with God. Like, I'm definitely in a better place now with God than I was like when I was in college, obviously. But like, even then, we was worshiping together. Like,
in the car.
Yes, we would be crying together. Like, it got to get better than this.
It can't get no worse. We already at rock bottom.
Man,
we ain't got nowhere else to go. We don't.
We ain't got nowhere else to go.
Nowhere else
And
to
I
go.
think we've been coming up ever since.
Period.
We've been coming up ever since.
Ever since.
Okay. Still nervous.
Yeah.
Me too.
But hey, we
pushing through it though. We're gonna take this part out. Yeah. Okay. What's next?
Let's do our question.
What's the questions? You got a question?
I got 3.
Okay, period. I ain't got none. You go first.
Okay. Just to kind of get the nerves out, we decided we were going to ask each other some questions. What you want to go first with? Like the deep question or the on the surface question? On the surface.
Yeah, do me on the surface first.
Was it hard keeping a friendship 9 hours away? Like 9 hours, well, it was 9 hours apart.
Yeah, it was. Especially because I feel like our friendship first, like when it first started, we were together. So that's what I was used to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if anything was wrong, or if I had a bad day, or if I just needed to talk to somebody, if I needed a hug, like whatever, you was literally next door. So
right.
when we left, I don't really think that I understood what leaving you and leaving that school really meant. You know, I think like we both were just so
ready to go.
We were so ready to leave that school that we didn't really think about anything else. Nothing. And so when we left, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I think I kind of thought we weren't gonna be friends no more.
Really?
Yeah, because I felt like I was comparing it to other friendships that I've had or that, you know, have kind of withered away. But like I know that a lot of people can't sustain anything if they're not physically around you, which I think is so immature. But that's another conversation for a different day. But yeah, like I think part of me felt like we just were not gonna talk anymore. And then when I left, and I don't know how long it was, I feel like it was like 3 or 4 years in between the time we left and the next time we saw each other.
Definitely.
It was literally like 3 or 4 years, y'all. Like,
was it graduation?
No, that was, you remember when you and your mama came to Mobile and stayed with us, and we went to the flea market, we went bowling, we did a bunch of stuff. I feel like that was like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because we were still in college for sure, but we hadn't graduated yet.
Right.
So, up until that point where we actually, you know, were able to see each other, I was struggling because like I knew you were still my friend. I knew you still had my back. I knew you would still be there if I called you. But it was just, I didn't have that physical aspect anymore, and I didn't realize how much that meant to me until I didn't have it no more. And I'm like, dang, where my friend at? Like, because when I cry, everybody be looking at me like, oh, you do too much. Or really, when I do anything, let's talk about it. When I do anything, I feel like a lot of people around me make me feel like I do too much. You have never made me feel like that. Aww. Like, you have never made me like, bitch, you doing too much. Like, girl, like, no, that's enough. Like,
I love it.
Thank you. I need that.
It's definitely, first of all, if I'm having the worst day, you gonna make me laugh. Period. Let's just start there. Mm-hmm. But to add to that question, honestly, like, the beginning of our friendship, yeah, we had fun, but a lot of our friendship was trauma. So my biggest fear when we left was like, are we still gonna relate to each other?
Oh man, if we not struggling,
are we still gonna relate?
I didn't even think about that.
Are we still gonna have these conversations, or are we still gonna have a lot in common? And I mean, we didn't talk every day, but it's probably not a month that we didn't go without going without talking to each other. It was definitely years. And I feel like that, I mean, in a regular relationship or friendship, that might have not worked, but I know in my heart that I was sent to West Alabama to find my friend, to find my soulmate. So it was just, I feel like, you know, God seen fit for us to be friends. So it was nothing, no devil in here, nobody.
Devil's gonna stop it.
Or even us, like, I mean, we were young, like, our pride, our everything. Cause
that boy. Yo, we could have fell out over a boy, and this I'm talking about when we first started being friends. Like, we could have fell out over a boy.
A whole boy, like a boy, cause we met at orientation, and so we met in July, June, whatever, and we didn't come back to school till August. Mm-hmm. Somehow we ended up talking to the same boy,
and I do mean boy. Shout out to him.
Period.
Wherever you may be.
Because you made us strong.
Yeah, that was a test. And we both passed because I think that so the thing is, you told me about him, but I didn't know his name and I never saw him. You just told me that there was somebody.
Exactly.
And I did the same thing. So like when we got back to school and I met him and I told her, I'm like, girl, I mean, talking to this little one too, this little wooty woo.
We never do names.
Yeah.
First, we gotta fill them out first.
I gotta make sure you for real if I bring you to my friends, because I know at the end of the day, if you don't work out, she's still gonna be here. So like, I just got to make sure you alright before I even bring her around. You know what I'm saying? Like bring you around my friendships, because I don't trust you really yet. But girl, when I remember finally telling you his name, and you was like,
no, that's not how I went. I knocked on your door and I see him sitting on your bed, and I'm like,
is that how it happened for real? She is not telling the truth.
I am.
Is that what happened for real?
Yes. You never.
I don't remember that.
Girl, yes, I knocked on your door and he had just like, I think we were like coming from class or whatever, and how we just chilled.
Yeah.
Girl,
especially because we had a co-ed dorm, so girls and boys was always in each other's room.
And I knocked on your door, and I'm just like, what? Yeah.
So what happened after that? Because I must not remember it.
I didn't say anything because
but
it was new. It was new
for both of us,
and he didn't say nothing either. But my thing is like, I didn't even say that. But
what?
No, it's going west. It's going west.
Okay.
If I say that. But anyway, I hate to even say that because no shade to nobody. But But anyway, I didn't say nothing and he didn't say nothing, and I kind of was feeling somebody back home too. So I was just like, this new, that's new. So I'm gonna see where y'all go.
Nowhere.
I'm gonna see where y'all go. And then something happened between y'all, and you was just like, you told me what happened. I was like, you remember that guy I was talking about? No, it was that girl. The girl, she's the
Okay.
First, because I wasn't gonna say nothing, because
it wasn't even that serious.
First, and if y'all know me, y'all know I don't get in between people in their relationships. You got it.
Yeah. Because
it wasn't even, it was all on surface. Like, we didn't do nothing but text through the summer. And like I said, I was kind of starting something new too. So I was just like, okay, whatever. But then that girl.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Exactly. We ain't gonna say no names. But did she tell you?
I feel like somebody told me that y'all was talking. So if it wasn't you, it had to have been her.
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
I didn't say anything. And then,
but how did she find out?
I think he told her.
He must have told her.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, we could have fell out about him, but
listen, we both was young and in college and just having fun. I don't think anybody was trying to meet their husband, or what I'm saying, like it wasn't like we was willing to fight over a dude. Like we're in college.
It was like the first week.
We're in college. You know how many dudes running around here? Girl. We fine. Like, it's fine. And it definitely...
Like, we don't even remember it. So that's
right. We don't even remember the specifics of the situation.
That's how much impact.
Hello.
And that's how much impact it should have on y'all, because when you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing worth the friendship, especially
not no nigga. Especially not no nigga.
Exactly.
Period. Okay,
what's my next question?
That was good.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the hardest part about being my friend? Oh, what's easy about being my friend? You can do both.
Okay, so let's say, I think definitely it's easy to answer the easy part. What's easy about being your friend is the way that we go through things. So like, I don't know if y'all ever experienced this with a friend before, but when I tell y'all, me and Interior will go through the same stuff at the same time all the time. Like, literally, I could call her and be like, so I just got a flat. She be like, girl, I just had one 2 days ago. Like, why are we having flat tires around the same time? And that happens so often. So I feel like it's so easy to be a friend because I don't even have to really explain my feelings about something sometimes. Like, I can just tell you, like, this happened. You be like, girl, I already know. Like, it happened to me too. Like, I get it. Like, I almost never have to go into detail or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can just tell you what's going on. You be like, I know, me too. Or that's crazy. I get it. Like, you know.
And I can add on to that because sometimes that be the hardest thing about being friends too. Because for me, like, if you call me and you be like, girl, I'm going through this. And I be wanting to say me too, but I don't want to take away because you call me. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to take away by saying me too. Like, I don't want to make it about me. I want to help you. And then we can figure mine out.
But okay, so this is me telling you though. I like that.
You do?
I do. I like, not that I want you to be struggling like I'm struggling, but I just feel like it just makes us that much closer because we literally are going through something at the same time. If my husband don't get it, if my mama don't get it, if my sister don't, I know you gonna understand. Somebody don't get it. And sometimes that's all you need. Like, I don't need you to help me figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to pay for it. I don't need you to call the lawyer. I don't need you to do nothing. I just need you to listen and be like, me too.
See, and that's definitely a tactic of the enemy.
It is.
Why am I thinking about, oh, I don't want to seem selfish. I don't want to, you know. But like I said, like, sometimes your problem is bigger than you.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, what you say and what I say about the situation is not only going to help you in the situation, it's going to help me too.
And also, what I say about it may be something you didn't even think about, but it's something you can apply to your situation and vice versa. Like, you can give me a different outlook on the same situation because you're going through it too, but you're going through it with a different mindset than I am. And I need that. I need to be like, you know what? This, you know, I may have to pay to get these tires fixed, but at least I got the money to pay for it.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, oh God, I gotta fix the tires. Something always wrong. Why me? It's always me.
Why me? I swear I had a revelation about that the other day. Like, I was so focused on me. But God, what are you trying to show me? Like, why am I still going through this? Because obviously I failed the first time.
Okay, and the second, and the third, and the fourth.
help me figure it out. Because I got 2 party tickets in the same day. What did I not see about the first one? Maybe I just don't need to be here.
Or sometimes maybe God is saying, just pay more attention. Just pay attention.
Maybe I should have had my buddy at home.
Or that. Save some money. You said you want to save money, didn't you? Hey, look at you swiping your card.
Swiping my card. He didn't know I should have been at home studying for that test.
Ooh. Not you stepping on some toes.
No, I should have been at home saving some money.
Because one thing about God, every time you ask him, he gonna deliver. So if you ask him, God, please help me to get an A on this test.
Exactly, you should have been studying.
He gonna continue to create them opportunities for you to be studying. Sit down somewhere and study.
Hello.
Put your head in the books. But the hardest part.
You ain't got an answer. That's fine. I said if you ain't got it.
No, let me think. Okay. I think, I wouldn't say it's the hardest, but it is something that I've had to, like, learn that you don't mean no harm type. It's just sometimes the way you say stuff. Yeah, and it's just kind of like, damn, like,
I'm sorry.
And it's not like, and that's what I'm saying, like, I had to learn, like, I know she don't mean no harm by that, like, it's just, you know, the way it came out, or that's just the way she said it, or whatever. And I can't even think of an example, but I would definitely say that just learning the difference between, like, or not the difference, but just learning that, you know, my friend don't mean no harm when she say that. I know you don't. You ain't gotta tell me that.
She don't.
And if I thought you meant harm, it's a conversation we would have been had.
Yeah.
But I know you don't, so it's just like me, you know, like when you say certain stuff, I'm like, damn, what I do?
I'm sorry. And honestly, like, I would say this year I'm kind of like really trying to focus on it because it's always go back to how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
But like I am a lot to deal with, and I had to realize that like I am not the most easiest going person, and if I feel something, I'm gonna say it,
As you should.
and I'm sorry, it ain't funny, but I am in a season now where I'm not putting up with it's just because I am, so I don't expect you to put up. It's just that's just who I am, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So moving forward, I would definitely want you to say something
In the moment.
in the moment or after the moment, because I've been this for 27 years, so it's like sometimes I don't realize it, but I don't want to hurt your feelings just because this is how I am, because I don't want to be that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a friend that you have to tiptoe around.
Right.
I
Walk
don't,
on
you know.
eggshells. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something I'm working. Not only in just friendships, but family, my marriage too, because I am a very hardcore person.
Yeah, I know.
I get that from my mama.
Shout out to the mama.
Shout out to my mama. Cause she mean what she say, and she gonna say what she mean.
Mm-hmm.
But that's also something I have to work on. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry
It's okay.
if I ever made you feel,
Thank you.
I apologize.
I didn't say you apologize. I'm just kidding.
I'm working on it though.
And I can accept that. Not that I expect it to change overnight, you know, especially because it's the first time I'm saying something. But again, if I really thought if it was like every time I talk to you type of situation, or if I did feel like I was walking on eggshells, like, then I definitely would have said something before now. But it's so rare, like it be random, and I'm just like, girl. Anyway, and like, okay, all right, cool. Okay. Now you gotta answer.
I already answered.
The hardest.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
I don't like. It's hard not to be selfish.
Okay.
You're sweet. Like,
Am I? Thank
yeah.
you. You don't tell me
You're
this.
sweet. Yeah, I would say that's the hardest. Like, you're easy going. Like, I love you because you over the top. Like that. You just bring sunshine. And I don't find that how you say it, like it might be too much for me.
Yeah.
No, you just right for me.
And that's why we together. Period.
Moving on to Jalen questions. What you got?
Okay, so what was the moment in our friendship where you knew like that's like she a real friend?
I would have to say when I was going through nursing school, like I was probably the biggest, you know what? And I can't remember a time that I called and you ain't answer, or you act like you was too busy for me or something like that. Like you always made time to hear me out.
Yeah.
Cause that was traumatic.
What you say? You know about nursing school.
If you know.
I don't know, but that's what they be saying. If you know, you know.
That was a very dark time in my life.
But you made it.
That we do not want to discuss.
Because you made it. That's what we're going to discuss. The fact that you made it.
The Lord sent me through, period. But she was really there for me. And I really appreciate it. Because, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm a crybaby, but I'm not like a mushy person. Like, I don't like to talk about my feelings or anything. Well, I think I'm kind of changing to that person, and it's been an adjustment, but like, I'm a hardcore type of straight to the point type of person, and I feel like that time kind of really, that's probably when I started changing. It really broke me. It really necessarily even broke me. It really kind of
Just made you vulnerable.
It made me better too, though. Like, and I mean, of course, I wouldn't say that in that moment.
Yeah.
But looking back, it really made me into a good friend, into a good wife, even a better daughter. Cause, me and my mama. Yeah.
Yeah. I know about that. Shout out to mamas. Shout out to you, Danita.
Period.
For me, I knew you was my friend. Okay, let me be for real. I knew you
for real.
and this is a serious situation though. It's just funny. I knew you was my friend when you helped me find my retainer.
That was pretty early in our friendship.
I know, and I knew then, like, oh yeah, she would literally do anything with me and for me.
Definitely.
Yeah.
2014, we used to be some Applebee's hoes.
Girl, yeah, we used to stay at Applebee's. Oh, it was so good too. You know, Applebee's don't hit like it used to. Dang.
Nah.
But anyway,
Applebee's in years.
Nah, me either. Last time I went was trash.
Mm.
Anyway, y'all, we went to Applebee's and I forgot to take my retainer out before we left the dorm. So I took it out when we was at the table, wrapped it in the napkin, and we left. And I left the napkin.
Who threw it away?
So, of course, they come clean the tables and threw it away. So, I can't even remember how I remembered that I left it or must have left it there.
Because I'm that person. I'm going to be like, okay, well, let's recheck.
Yeah,
like,
that probably is what happened.
When was the last time you had it?
So, we ended up going back and we talked to the manager, I guess, and they basically was like, if y'all want to go look through the garbage, like the dumpster, y'all can, because we done already threw the trash out.
And I'm like, what? Let go.
And we went out there and looked through that dumpster and found my retainer.
Thank God it was at the top.
I know, right? Because, these things is not cheap.
We had to rip open some bags.
Yes, but we found it. And I knew then, like, and I even remember calling my mama after everything happened, and I was telling her how we went back and got it, and she was like, that's a real friend. And I knew it already, but, you know, like, just to, you know, of course you want your mama to be like, yeah, you know, girl, that's a good one there. That's a good choice. You know, that's a good fit. Keep them around. Yeah, she was like, that's a good friend. And I just was like, any other of these girls, and that's what I'm going to call them, would never do something like that. I feel like the only person I could say would do that was Grace. Aww. Grace probably would do that. Not probably. She would definitely do that.
She would went in there.
Yeah, shout out to Grace. But yeah, like I knew then, I'm like, yeah, this girl here. Yeah. Yeah, for life. Death row.
This is not a real question, but what is that was a dark time, but what is your favorite memory at West Alabama? If you need to think, I'll go first.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know what it was, or maybe it was a Halloween party. But when we went to that party in that field
outside, when we was superheroes,
girl.
Yes, y'all. That party was. We had a ball, and we wasn't even like drinking. Like it was just good old fashioned clean fun.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I probably danced.
I forgot about that.
I was so little. I probably danced my little food. And do you remember that club that didn't have no seats?
That's what I was gonna say. I think that was my favorite memory because that night. With the Ooh, that was a time. But yeah, that night was fun for sure. Dang, I miss. Now listen, we say what we say about our time at West Alabama, but we really did have some good times. We really did. Like I'll never say it was all bad. I say maybe like 65. Oh, I'm gonna say.
What she was gonna say?
I was gonna say 60, like 60%.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't half. But it was pretty close. Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, that was.
Listen, I was looking for another school after month one.
Baby. I was trying not to come back after Thanksgiving. And my mom was like, you got to go to.
And you weren't about to leave me by myself.
I feel like she said that too.
Yeah.
Because they knew. I feel like my mama knew.
Once I changed that major, I was okay then.
You feel like you could have stayed?
A little bit.
Do you regret leaving?
Never.
Sometimes I wish we would have stayed.
I wish we would have stayed for
a year,
a little
I feel
bit
like
longer.
We did a year. I wish we would have did the whole year.
Yeah.
Together. Like,
together.
I wish we both would have stayed and tried to stick it out for the whole, just to see it.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, it happened the way it was supposed to.
It did.
But sometimes I think about like, dang, what if we would have just did just
year.
a full year,
Yeah.
just to say we did a year.
Right.
Cause now all I can say is I did a semester. That's all I had.
It wasn't. Did you ever feel bad? Like I felt ashamed for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I
I was
like
embarrassed.
Embarrassed. I felt like a failure, and I don't know about your family, but my family
Girl.
ate me up.
I don't feel like my family was that like toe up about it because I left one school and went to another. Now had I just stopped school altogether, it probably would have been a situation. But like I just remember in that time all I cared about was what my mama thought. So like as long as she was like, it's okay, like you just don't need to be there no more, then I was like, you know, forget what everybody else say. My mama say I can leave.
It took one person to tell me that it was time to go, and that was my grandma.
Yeah.
She said, "Baby, this ain't for you. This ain't for you." And literally, like that was the last times we spent together too. But she was just like, "This, like, I ain't got no good feeling about this." And after that, I was done. Like, I had started applying, baby. I was applying when we left. We left in December. Well, yeah, I was applying in September.
Yeah, I feel like them first couple of weeks was like, oh yeah, I can't.
I wouldn't even say first couple of weeks. I would say after that first month, I was just like, I don't see myself growing here. Like, my mind was so negative. Like, I literally just wanted to sleep. And I was like, this ain't
not
me.
healthy. You remember we went to that suicide prevention seminar thing?
And Lord forgive me, but they were saying all these signs, and I'm like,
we sitting in the thing, y'all, and they talking about all the signs of suicide, and you know, we can laugh about this now because we have overcome it. Thank God.
I was concerned.
Girl, we was in there like,
I was just thinking that yesterday.
Did we just talk about that? I think we need some help, friend. Something ain't right.
This ain't healthy.
I called my mom. I'm like, they saying that I don't know. They saying something though.
They saying something.
Whew. Yeah, I remember. I vividly remember that.
Why could we forget it?
Man.
Because I mean, I feel like that's the first time I ever felt the D word.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, you think,
and really even understood what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, even if I went through something hard, I had my mama. Like, I knew my mama was gonna be at home, and if my mama was that type, I didn't have to worry. And I feel like that's kind of another reason why I kind of struggled a little bit, because my mama handled everything.
Yeah, mine did too, and I think that's nothing that we related on. Like, we never had to figure things out. It was always figured out for us. So when we got to college, and
what we gonna do?
Like, I gotta make appointments, and I gotta handle business. I gotta make sure my scholarship is coming through. Make sure my balance is paid, and like,
and I still gotta go to class and take tests
and have a social life.
Like, what is going on?
I gotta eat.
And you tell me my mama not gonna be in the room when I get back? Okay.
Yeah. Listen, college is not for the weak.
It's not.
It's fun for sure, but it's not for the weak.
It isn't, and I'm kind of off the subject, but it's on my spirit. But just for the ones who do have people in college, check on your people.
Ooh.
Check on your people.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you that was some of the hardest things I ever had to do, financially, mentally, on every aspect of life. That was the hardest. And one of the most frustrating things, and that was just the most frustrating thing is before I even finished with my degree, when you going back? Baby,
I ain't even done.
I barely made it the first time. And how many times you called me and checked on me? I would fight for my life.
So why would I go again if I don't have your support?
Exactly.
You ain't support me the first time?
I was fighting for my life. And you want to know when I'm going back for another round?
Meanwhile, when you going the first time?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
But on a serious note, for real, check on your people. Because it's not easy. Especially when you're trying to work.
Yeah.
You still trying to, be there for your family. You still trying to have a social life.
And then if you have other responsibilities, like if you have actual bills to pay, because I know a lot of college kids, they got apartments and stuff now. So you got bills, like real bills. I ain't talking about no phone bill. I'm talking about you got car note, insurance, rent, water, utility. You got all real bills, and you still trying to maintain a school schedule. Girl, shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all for holding it down.
For sure.
And if ain't nobody told y'all they proud of you, I'm proud of you. Because
it's not easy. It wasn't easy when we was doing it.
Exactly.
And they got a lot more pressure. But I also feel like it's a lot more opportunities. Like, there are a lot of college kids who are influencers.
Right.
So, they got opportunities, they making money, they doing collaboration. So, with the times it may be harder, but you got a little more opportunities, a little more leeway, a lot more ways to make money, and so just enjoy it as best as you can. That would be my advice. Like, just have as much fun as you possibly can, because you will literally never get that time back.
Never. And I mean, I know we struggled, but I go back anytime.
Man, we say that's the crazy thing.
I go back.
We say that all the time. I would do it again in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me?
In a heartbeat.
And I wouldn't change nothing.
To find my friend, to have the fun that we had. Mm-hmm. We ate some good food. Mm-hmm. We had some good drunken nights.
We did, and when he's supposed to be.
Period.
Well, we did.
God looked out for us.
Yeah, he did. And been looking ever since.
Period.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could go back and be this me, I could have stayed for 4 years. I could have stayed
Gary,
for 4
are you kidding
years.
me? And I probably would have got a master's there too, just for fun.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
But that me back then.
But it made us who we are now.
Definitely.
So, definitely wouldn't change it. Definitely wouldn't change it. Okay, last question. What's your definition of a soulmate?
A soulmate. My definition would be that's hard because I already read the definition.
Okay. No, don't, just your words. And you could do, let's talk about, let me ask this first. Do you think it's a difference between, your romantic soulmate and your friend soulmate, or do you look for the same qualities in both?
I don't look for them, but obviously I attract them because you and my husband are the same person.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, that gives me a lot of comfort.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, y'all are probably the most ambitious people I ever met in my life. And I love that for y'all and for me because, I'm that person. I like to dot every I, cross every T. I'm going to do the most conventional thing. But y'all give me hope to just
freestyle.
Yeah. I love hearing about y'all dreams and y'all not afraid. And I love that.
Yeah.
I aspire to be that. So when, I don't know, y'all, you might not believe me, but y'all are one and the same. The way y'all support me.
Oh, sister.
The way, that y'all tell me that y'all are proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all make me feel like I'm worth $1 million.
It is.
And I'm like, God,
don't. It's okay.
But for real, I really value that.
Stop.
So I would, y'all, I mean, I hate to sound cliche, but y'all definitely are that missing piece sometimes. When I need that confidence,
Mhm.
y'all are there. When I need, you know, that pep talk, when I need that, okay, now you doing too much, y'all are there for me.
Yeah.
You know it
Okay. I definitely think that when I say soulmate, I mean romantically and platonically. So I look for, or when I think about my friend, soulmate, and my husband, I feel like y'all are similar in a lot of ways as well. And the way I would define it would just be like y'all are everything that I'm not.
girl.
So, and I tell Daryl this all the
What's
time.
you?
I tell Daryl this all the time. I tell anybody that'll ask me, you know, like what was it about him that made me be like, okay, this is the person I can spend the rest of my life with. He is literally, like when I say everything that I'm not, I mean that. So when I'm impatient, he has patience. When I'm, you know, frustrated, he calm. If I'm overwhelmed, he, you know, easy breezy, beautiful cover boy. Like he just is everything that I'm not, and I feel like you are the same way. You inspire me. You are both of y'all. Like y'all just, I don't know, and I feel like a lot of people try to shame those that are conventional, if that's what we're gonna call it. But I feel like we need that. Like if we talking about me and Nuke, like we need somebody to be like, okay, now, like, you know, let's think about this the right way. Don't just be doing stuff just to be doing stuff. I need you to think about it logically, make sure it's gonna make sense, make sure you're being realistic, make sure and not that y'all try to shrink us or, you know, anything like that, but I just need somebody to fill in the gaps and say, like, make sure you're thinking about this, make sure you do this, you know, make sure you stop and think about, like, whatever the case may be. So I feel like when I say soulmate, it's just somebody that is going to be everything that I'm not. I don't know how else to say it. Okay,
Yeah,
I was gonna say I don't know how else to say it, but
that you said a lot, and
Yeah.
that's so crazy because, like you said, conventional, unconventional, but it works.
it does, and they're both needed. And I also feel like nobody wants to be, you know, always doubt, like as you said, dotting every I and crossing every T all the time. Like, no, let's freestyle. Let's just do, you know,
Exactly,
and let's just see what happens.
At some point, you're gonna have to jump. So.
And either you gonna jump with me, or you gonna jump with me because we married. Period. That's the only option. That's the only option. And you as my friend, you're gonna jump with me every time. And I feel like that's why we work so well as friends and in our marriages, because like we have each other and another person that's like, you know, I'm gonna jump with you. I don't get it. I don't understand, but I'm gonna jump. Okay, I'm gonna jump. And then when we get down there and we may fall,
and we're gonna figure
and
it
now
out.
we got to look at each other, and you got to be like, okay, now when we jump,
When we
you
jump.
said you was gonna jump on 3, but you actually jumped on 2, and I think that's why we failed. So next time we jump on 3 like you said
Like
you
we
was gonna.
said.
I need that.
Like we said.
Okay then, but yeah, I think that you know, having a friend who you really like, you have a lot in common with, and y'all have fun together, that's cute. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. Like, both our colors pink, and we like going to the bar, and we both, you know, shop at Neiman Marcus. Okay, that's cute. Congratulations. But do you got a friend that's gonna pray with you?
Do you?
Do you got a friend that's gonna cry with you? Do you got a friend that's gonna send you some money when you tell her you ain't got none?
Period.
Okay. Cause I do.
You ate today?
No, friend. Actually, I didn't.
Okay.
Everybody needs that, and I pray that, you know, everybody's able to experience a friendship like ours at least once in their life, because it just, I can't explain it. Like, I feel like we could talk all day about how much we mean to each other, you know, but at the end of the day, like when I say you are my soul sister, I mean that.
Sister. Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
So every time we're going to end the episode with something motivational, whether it's a scripture or just an affirmation or something that you think gonna help somebody
Yeah.
through the week.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said, do I want to go first?
Okay, you got it.
So my sticky note for the week will probably be Only One Night. And there's a Ty Tribbett song that I sent to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, y'all definitely should go listen to or watch the live version of him performing that song. It's really inspirational, like for real. But he says, weeping may endure for a night, only one night though. And I think that, you know, when you going through a hard time and you just feel helpless and you don't really see how it can get better, you don't think it's gonna get any better, you can't see the other side, you can't see the light, like, you need to be reminded that the Bible says weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Like, it's only temporary. Like, all of our sad times, hard times, they are all temporary. So I don't know about y'all, but I needed a reminder to know, like, you know, it's only one night though. Like, it's gonna be okay. Literally, like, literally, it's gonna be okay.
You can cry.
Only one night
Only
though.
one night though.
What he say? If you stress,
It's okay.
make sure you stress. Only one night.
Exactly. It's okay to be down, but you can't stay down.
No.
And
No.
that's good. They go into mine. And mine is, it don't matter why. Lord, I trust you.
Ooh.
Like, I'm that person, I gotta know or figure out, like, why is this happening? Why? And sometimes God is just like, if you stop focusing on the why and try to figure out what actually I'm trying to do, you might stay there just a little. You might not stay there alone.
Yeah.
So just this week, like, you trying to figure out, you know, why these people acting crazy, or, you know, why I'm in this position. Don't even worry about it. Just focus on God and what he's trying to show you in this season. So the why don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
So we hope y'all have a great and blessed week.
Yes.
We hope y'all enjoyed our first of many.
I know. I'm excited for this journey. Like, I think that we really have started something special, and I, you know, hope that we just keep going up and up and up and up and up.
Like, we continue to not just grow in our friendship, but grow with y'all. Like,
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. So we'll see y'all next week.
Period.
Bye.
You my treacherous little twin, and you know that we lock in, and I love you like my kin. It's whatever for